Bonjour, this is DJ Vanas, and I wanted to share a few thoughts with you today on the difference between being a fighter and being a warrior. They often get confused. And also what a warrior is and what a warrior isn't. That also has a lot of confusion wrapped around it. Let's take the first one. What is it to be a fighter? A fighter is someone who uses their talent, their ability, their power, their experience to achieve a thing for themselves. Which is important in personal achievement. Make no mistake about it. It's somebody who is willing to claw and scrape and do whatever they can to reach that goal. That's what being a fighter is. But it's very different than being a warrior. A warrior is somebody who uses those same skill sets, the talent, the ability that the Creator gave us, the things that we developed over a lifetime and a career, so that we could benefit or impact someone else. In our traditions, my tribe, we call our warriors Ogichi-da, and that term has nothing to do with what we see on TV or in movies. It's not that media-stained image of being the toughest kid on the block or necessarily even wearing a uniform. I did that for 14 years of my life, although a lot of warriors are in uniform. But it goes back to the core of who we are as human beings, and it was to take our Creator-given talent and ability, develop that over a lifetime so that we could be an asset or a benefit to the tribe that we served. And today, whether that tribe is our family, our community, our co-workers, our team, our nation, we get to define what that tribe is, but we all have one to serve. And we need to understand our warriors led by example. They fought for something bigger than their own personal welfare. They inspired, they impacted, they led, they helped, they encouraged. And all these things go back to an idea I want you to remember. Is warriors fought for something beyond themselves. That's the difference between a fighter and a warrior. Like I said, fighters, they work hard to achieve something for themselves, which is important, but it's not what being a warrior is all about. Another thing I want to unpack really quickly is what a warrior is and what a warrior isn't. I highlighted a few of those things. Warriors led by example. They were somebody who was willing to sacrifice their time and effort and energy to protect or defend somebody else, to help somebody else. It wasn't about what they could get, it was about what they could do. That was what drove a warrior, and it was rooted firmly, and always has been, in service to others. That's what the warrior role was all about. And a lot of times in our tribal communities, we understand this concept really well. But what we tend to forget about, and we don't discuss nearly as much, is the other side of the coin. The one that we don't talk about, which makes the warrior image and idea seem unachievable. It makes it seem like some bright, shiny light on a hill that we can never reach. Because if we're going to reach that, we have to be perfect. We have to be flawless. And that's not what the warrior role was all about. The thing that we don't discuss nearly enough is the fact that warriors struggle. Warriors make mistakes. They feel pain. They get scared. Sometimes they cry. Sometimes they fight with all the fury they can muster, only to find out they're actually fighting themselves. But all of this doesn't matter because warriors keep going forward in spite of it all, in spite of themselves. They persist in fighting to become that person they desperately need to be. A better person for the Creator, for their family, for their community, for their tribe, and for themselves. Warriors keep going. They don't quit. And that's really one of the set-asides for warriors that I want you to understand. They don't quit. They get help when they need it. They fall down and struggle. We all do. That's part of the deal too. Walking that warrior path does not mean that we're bulletproof, that we're flawless, that we're beyond making mistakes. And that's a good thing, because what that does for us is it keeps us humble. The humility to understand that we too can drop the ball, that we too need outside answers, or we need help or encouragement ourselves. Remember this, our warriors never fought alone. They always had a group that they were with while they were expressing their warrior path. That warrior spirit, they were always with others. And that's another thing I want you to understand too. We all need support and help. We need warriors, now more than ever, to stand up and be accounted for, to make positive impacts in our community, our nation, in our own backyards. But I just wanted you to understand really quickly, just with these few ideas, the difference between a fighter and a warrior, because they often get confused, and what a warrior is and what a warrior isn't. So I hope that gives you some strength, some encouragement. Stay strong on your warrior path. Keep walking the path. I'll be out there with you, and I'll look forward to seeing you next time. Chimigwech. Thank you very much.